Hi there, it's Kute here, sending you much love wherever you are right now around the world. In today's short video blog, I want to talk a bit about how do you find your voice? How do you express yourself fully and give your gift to the world and share your voice with the world? You know, for some reason, many of us, perhaps from childhood, you may have been told that your voice didn't matter. Maybe you've been told that your voice isn't important. Maybe you've been told that you need to be quiet and not share yourself. One of the keys to finding your voice is just the first and fundamental shift of realizing that no matter what you've been told, what your parents said, what society said, what your teacher said, it was just their opinion. It's not reality. You don't have to live inside of what anyone has told you about your voice anymore. You realize that, number one, your voice is important, and your voice, my dear friends, hear me clearly, your voice matters. Your voice is unique, your voice is different, your voice is yours for a reason. You might think, well, Martin Luther King's already expressed it, Kute's already expressed it, Mother Teresa's already said it. What I want to say has been said before, but yes, there's so many unique messages that have been shared by people, by the great ones, people like Bob Marley and Bruce Lee and Gandhi, but none has been shared in the exact unique configuration, the unique formula, with the unique energy, the unique insight, the unique experience that you will share it. Everything that you have been through in your entire life uniquely qualifies you to be the one and only expression of your own voice. It's your voice for a reason, and your voice matters. So own that your voice matters, because if you don't own it, what you end up projecting to the world is a lack of value of your own voice. Your voice matters because your voice is unique and incomparable with anyone's voice on the planet right now, in the future, or that has ever lived. And there are people right now around the world that need to hear your voice. They need to hear the message. No matter how many times it's been said, they need to hear the message in perhaps only the way that you can deliver. And consider this. Sometimes we get attached. Like, I don't want to share it if people don't listen to it. I don't want to share it if it's rejected. If your voice has the ability, the possibility, the capacity to reach one person, and it touches and changes the life of one person, one soul, and perhaps impacts the trajectory of their consciousness, impacts their relationship, impacts their relationship with their children, and then that child's life is now changed, and perhaps that child reaches masses or even another one person. Your one voice has the ripple effects of your one voice is profound. What I'll say is, don't be attached. Don't be attached to the outcome of you sharing your voice. Let go of all the attachment of the outcome of you sharing your voice. Your responsibility is to simply share your voice and allow whatever and whoever needs to hear your voice to hear your voice, and let whatever happens as a result of you sharing your voice, let it be whatever it is. So share your voice without any attachment to the praise, and share your voice without any attachment to the criticism. Just share your voice, because that is what you are here to do. Your voice matters. Share your voice without any attachment whatsoever. It's also important, number three, to give up. One of the things that kills our own creative expression, that literally stifles our ability to sometimes express ourselves, is because we are constantly comparing ourselves and our voice with the voice of others. Oh, what about that person? That person has a better voice than me. That person has more gifts than me. Stop comparing yourself to anyone else's voice. You have a unique voice. Trust your unique voice. The other thing I'll say is this. When you get caught up in yourself, when you get caught up in my voice and my fears and how will I be perceived, you end up being so self-conscious that your own voice often will not express to the world. You have been given a message. You've been given something to share. And if you're feeling that you have something to share, but you're a little afraid, if you're feeling that you have something you want to share with the world, but you're a little nervous, it's natural. It's a vulnerable thing, my friend, to put yourself out there, to share your love, to share your heart, to share your gifts, to share your voice with the world. It is a vulnerable thing because sometimes the fear is we'll be rejected. Sometimes the fear is if I share who I am, you'll know who I am. And if you know who I am, you can reject who I am. Yes? And if you reject who I am, that can really hurt. So sometimes we protect ourselves from really sharing our voice, because if I don't share my voice, then you can't really reject who I am. And if I don't share my voice, not only can't you reject who I am, you don't really know who I am to reject who I am. But as a result of you not sharing your voice, we miss out on your unique texture, on your unique flavor, on your unique offering to the world. Sometimes I think about, many years ago, if I didn't share my voice, I think about all the people that come up to me and they say, Kute, I love your videos. Kute, your videos have changed my life. I did an amazing podcast just this morning, and the woman who was interviewing me on this podcast said, Kute, I have been, she does the Disrupt Now podcast, and she said, I've been following you for 7 years, watching your videos for 7 years. And it's changed my life. I didn't even know her. I didn't even know the impact it was having in her life. I remember being in Japan many years ago in a remote temple outside of Kyoto, and a Japanese woman walks up to me and she says, Kute, are you Kute? And I said, I am. And she said, I just want you to know, I watch your videos. I thought, you watch my videos? I'm in the middle of Japan on a mountain in the middle of nowhere. And she literally said, because of your videos, I reconciled with my mother. Here's my mother. Meet my mother. Because of your videos, we now have a great relationship. You have no idea what your voice and how your voice will touch, inspire, heal, transform, and impact lives. You have a voice, you have an impulse of a message for a reason. Trust the message that you feel called to share. Whether you're expressing it as fully as you feel at your fullest capacity, or you just feel that message burning in your heart, trust that you have been given that message for a reason. You don't have to be. One of the things that stops us from sharing our voices, we think we have to be ready. Like there's some perfect moment when you are finally ready. I mean, it helps to evolve yourself and to grow yourself and to keep expanding yourself and work on your own consciousness, but you might never reach a perfect moment where you are perfectly ready, completely healed, to then I'm going to now finally share my voice with the world. So if you feel a message, there comes a point where you just have to begin. You have to begin sharing your voice exactly as you are, where you are, with what you have currently right now. And that means even in the state that you're in, your current state, psychological, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, you can share your voice at the level that you can share your voice, and trust it will reach people at the level that is currently necessary. Give up the idea that you have to be perfect. You have to be this perfect human being. You have to be this perfect person. If I waited till I was perfect to be able to share my voice and share my voice through videos and seminars and my work, had I waited to share my voice till I was some version of enlightened or perfect or some perfect moment, I would never have even begun sharing. So a key, if you have a message, something you want to put out into the world, simply begin. And as a result of you beginning sharing your voice, the more you share your voice, the more you will grow. The more you share your voice, the more you will reinforce your strength. The more you share your voice, the more you express your voice, the more powerful your voice becomes. Your voice will grow in relation to the amount at which you use it and allow yourself to be used by it. So my last point, my dear friends, is if you feel a message, get yourself out of the way. That's right, get yourself out of the way. And allow the voice, your soul, your message to be given through you. Your voice, your message doesn't just belong to you, it belongs to the universe. You are a vessel. You are a vessel for the universe to speak through. You don't have to know how some of the dreams you have and vision you have are going to manifest, but if you have a voice, your job is to simply show up, open your mouth, and express, and trust that there are a whole host of inner resources and inner wisdom and innate intelligence that will come through you in ways that you currently can't imagine with your conscious mind. The message is bigger than you. It's the voice of the universe that is seeking to be expressed through you. Trust that. Trust bigger than yourself. Surrender yourself completely to what you feel is seeking to emerge and express through you. And you, my friends, in your humanity, in your imperfections, in your sometimes limited humanness, will be used like the great ones in ways you currently can't imagine. What made the great ones great wasn't that they were perfect. They simply surrendered, was simply the degree to which they surrendered themselves and allowed themselves to be used by life. And life will speak through you. Your voice matters. Your voice needs to be heard. Share your voice with the world. Share your voice with the world. And what would you say? Ponder this question. If you had 1 minute on national TV, what would you speak? What would you say? What would you share? What's your message to the world? Share it now. My dear friends, if you enjoyed this short video, please do subscribe to my blog, my YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook, so we can stay connected. Also my email, so you can receive weekly inspiration from me into your inbox. Love you lots. Love now. Share your voice. Connect soon.